Alright my friends, today we are going to draw the Among Us crewmate. And I chose to do mine in an ugly sweater for the holidays. You can do yours any way you want. You can also just leave it plain. They also come with all these great hats, so you could add something like that. Among Us is a fun video game where you have crewmates and you have an imposter, and you have to try to guess who the imposter is. Now these are really fun to draw. They're really quick, and the detail comes in how we color them. We're going to do the shading. So if you'll notice, there's white, gray, and black in the mask, and then there's a lighter color and a darker color. So our highlight and shadow on our person, on their suit, and on their backpack. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You want to leave a little bit of space to the left for their backpack. We're going to start by drawing a nice big half circle. And we're going to add those legs and go down and down. And then we're going to add the feet. Leave about 2 fingers in between them. Our fingers should be, our feet should be pretty big. Okay. We're going to make a short leg on the left, a curve up for the body that overlaps. So notice how that curve overlaps, and then our other leg will come up. So this overlaps here too. Now we need to add that mask. We're going to have it touch the edge here and make a really nice big oval. And then we'll add our backpack. All right, that's it for our crewmate. But the trick now comes in the shading. So if you wanted to add a sweater like I did, you would just draw the lines across and then fill them in with different patterns. I have snowflakes, some holiday lights, a geometric pattern, and then some colors. You could do Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. You could do one for Valentine's Day. I've seen some really cute designs today in our live sessions, so I know that these can be done very cleverly. We're going to use crayons or colored pencils because we want to be able to shade, and then from there we will go ahead and add our details. So if you wanted to add a hat, you could do that. For our mask, we want to put in a little oval here. This is going to be our highlight. That's our white. And then we're going to come in around that, and sort of following this same oval, we're going to put in our dark. Okay, so this is going to be white, gray, dark. So this will be our black or dark. And I noticed on some of the Among Us characters, instead of gray in the middle, they use the light sand, and you could do that as well. I chose to just do black because when we're doing Fun Friday drawings, I try to make them quick and fun. But you are welcome. Cyan is like a really light turquoise. So I've got my dark here. I'm going to put in my medium here. I'm still using the exact same crayon. I'm just not pushing as hard to get my medium gray in. And I really don't want to see those lines, the guidelines I drew, so I'm going to try to cover those up. Okay. Now for the body, we have the same situation. We want to add that highlight and shadow. So we're going to put in our line here. This is going to be light on top. So I'm barely pushing with my crayon, and then I push really hard at the bottom to get that dark. And you could do this with colored pencils too. It's harder with marker because you can't control the color with pressure by pushing harder, so you would have to use 2 different colors. So if you have a light blue marker and a dark blue marker, or whatever color you choose, you could use markers, but crayons and colored pencils tend to work easier. Now for the body, if you were adding that sweater, you would still put in that highlight and shadow here. It would just end at the sweater. But if you're just going to do a regular crewman, it kind of comes like this and then comes across. And so we have our dark blue here at the bottom and our lighter blue at the top. So I'm pushing hard down here. Notice that I'm coloring in one direction to try to keep it looking neat. And oh my. are tons of different kinds of hats for these crewmen. Seen bandanas and leaves and a little eyeball that sticks out of the top. Reindeer ears like I used on mine. There are lots of options, and you can always come up with your own. So there's my dark blue. Next I'm going to come in with my light blue. And you could use a different color blue if you've got like a lighter blue crayon. You could do that. That's fine. I'm just using the exact same color, but I'm pushing much, much lighter, so it's not quite as dark. Now I had some students cut these out earlier that look cool. I've seen all kinds of cool things. All right, so that's it, my friends. You can add all the details you want, and this is our Among Us crewmate. Have fun, guys.